Back in their reaction, Sentry is the main villain of Monster Universe Thunderbolts and spin-off is see the Marvel Life has to say about this and check this out.
So last year, I made a video about some rumors that the Sentry would be the main villain of the Marvel Studios Thunderbolts movie. Of course, we know the Thunderbolts are coming. It's coming July 2024. Definitely one of my most anticipated MCU films from the coming years. So I'm really excited for this one. And these reports about Sentry are really quite interesting because remember it being about supposedly Ryan Gosling is their top choice. And for those that don't know who Sentry is, he's basically at least one of Marvel's Superman characters. He's a crazy, super powerful character, which kind of scares me to be like, okay, what are the Thunderbolts going to do against him? But okay, whatever, sure. So anyway, now today we have actually some updated details on this character and what type of role he's going to be playing in this film. So we have reports from a couple different scoopers here. One from Can We Get Some Toast is that supposedly Sentry is going to be a character that is actually artificially created by Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, or, just Val for short, who of course has been a huge character set up for the Thunderbolts in the MCU. And so the fact that she's creating Sentry is quite interesting. Now, I don't know a whole lot about the character in the comics. I don't think he's like a robot or anything, but we know that she's been quite interested in vibranium, and, obviously with the rumors of adamantium in this film, possibly she uses some sort of crazy, powerful substance like that to create literally a Superman-level character in the form of Sentry. But the problem is, at least according to Daniel RPK, is that Sentry will start off as a member of the Thunderbolts in this movie, but then as the film goes on, as they're going to Genosha, Tiamat Island, whatever they end up officially calling it, but again, we talked about that in rumor videos a couple weeks ago as well. As that goes on, he's going to start hearing voices in his head and eventually turn evil, and he will then become the villain of the movie. Now, I don't really know how that's going to work or anything like that. Again, these are just vague details coming from scoopers, but it is definitely quite interesting. Again, I have no idea how the Thunderbolts are going to be able to defeat this guy, because it's literally Superman versus a bunch of people that basically have no powers. So that's that. But I think the most interesting part of all of this, though, is that also according to Daniel RPK, is that supposedly the Sentry is actually going to be getting his own spin-off project from this. So unlike most MCU films, the villain will survive the movie, and he is, I think, going to be a character similar to Namor, the Submariner, who we saw in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, who was the main villain of that movie, but in the comics he's definitely sometimes a hero, sometimes a villain, anti-hero type character, and Sentry is definitely also along those lines. So you could take a character who's the main villain of this movie and put a more heroic spin on them and give them their own project. I think that would be definitely quite interesting. And, obviously Superman is one of the most popular characters for DC, so maybe Marvel is seeing how DC is kind of struggling with Superman right now and be like, alright, hey, Superman fans, we got you. Here's some Sentry, Disney Plus series or special presentation, maybe a movie, I don't know. But Sentry, I know, is a character that a lot of people wanted to see in the MCU for a while now. He's not a character I've really been clamoring for, but like I said, he's a crazy powerful character. We kind of already did get a Superman in the MCU with Icarus in Eternals, but here we are getting another one. So it is really just quite interesting to think about that this is a possibility. And, obviously, Marvel Studios, they've been kind of oversaturated a bit lately with, 3-4 movies a year, plus, 5 Disney Plus series and, a couple special presentations here and there. So we've been wanting them to kind of cut back and slow down a bit, quality over quantity. But then we just keep hearing more reports about this project is in development, and this project, and given all these character spin-offs, it can get a little bit crazy. And I don't really know what a Sentry project would be about, but apparently it is something that is in the works. So anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about these updates and details on Sentry and his role in the Thunderbolts movie, as well as his supposed spin-off project as well? So thanks for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you today on everything goes on in the Marvel life.
But yeah, please subscribe, like this video, great night, and see you guys. Bye.